Hi everyone, this is a little film for anybody who would like to learn how to find all of the major sharp and flat keys and their minors, relative minors, or somebody that might just want to revise it and practice doing that. So first things first, if we find a major sharp key, we need to know the order of sharps. So first we have the order of sharps, and this little rhyme is probably the best because it works both ways for sharps and flats. So we've got Father Charles goes down and ends battle. So that's F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp and B sharp. So bearing that in mind, if we want to find a major sharp key, you need to go down a semitone from the tonic. So for example, let's try G major. Go down a semitone from G, that is F sharp. And that is your final sharp. So G major just has F sharp in the key signature. Let's see how that works for other ones. So say for example we're looking at E major, E for Emily, E major. Go down a semitone from the tonic, so E down a semitone is D sharp, and then include all of those sharps leading up to that sharp. So that's Father Charles goes down. E major has four sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp and D sharp. So let's try that with something else. For example, B major. So B down, semitone from the tonic, B is A sharp, and then we go Father Charles goes down and, we stop at and because that's the last sharp. So we have B major having F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp and A sharp. Okay, so now that's how you find the major sharp keys. Now we're going to go for the major flat keys. So for that you need the order of flats, which are the opposite rhyme. So we've got battle ends and down goes Charles's father. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat and F flat. So now to find a major flat key, we include all of the flats leading up to the tonic flat and then add one more. So for example, A flat major has battle, ends and, so we've reached the tonic flat plus or more down. So A flat major has battle, ends and down. B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat. Let's try that with another one. So E flat major has all of the flats leading up to E flat plus or more. So battle, ends, plus or more, and B flat, E flat and A flat. G flat major has battle, ends and down goes plus or more Charles's. So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat and C flat. So hopefully that will make sense. It might help if you then go and practice on a few of them. So we'll try that. I've got a few here to try. But it's the opposite way round, because if we've already got the key signature, we have to do the opposite of what we've just done. So for this one here, in the treble clef, we have an F sharp and a C sharp. So now, before, to find out the key signature, we had to go down a semitone from the tonic to find the last sharp. So remember, B major, down a semitone, A sharp, Father Charles goes down and. Now, if we've already got the key signature, we have to do the opposite, which is to find the last sharp and go up a semitone, simple. So with this one, if you find the last sharp, that's a C sharp, because that's Father Charles, go up a semitone, that's D major. Let's try it with this one. So four sharps, that means F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, if you can read the notation, or Father Charles goes down. So this is a D sharp, this is the last sharp, isn't it? We go up a semitone from D sharp and we get E major. Okay, so E major has four sharps. So I haven't got it written down, but for example, let's just take a key signature with six sharps. So Father Charles goes down and ends. Six sharps, the final one of those is an E sharp. Go up a semitone from E sharp, which is actually F natural and N harmonic equivalent, but if we go up a semitone from that, it's actually F sharp. So we get F sharp major, has six sharps. Okay, so that's how we do the major keys. Now with the flat keys, to find a flat key, remember we included all of the flats up to the tonic flat. So for E flat major, we do battle, ends, plus one more, and. So B flat, E flat and A flat. So the opposite way round of applying that to an actual key signature and finding out the key is that we go to the penultimate flat each time. So in this one there are four flats, battle, ends and down, B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat. All we have to do is find the penultimate flat, the last but one, and that will give us the key signature. So that is A flat major, look, battle, ends and down, A flat major. This key signature Just give you a moment to try and work that one out. 2 flats, battle and end. Which is the penultimate flat? Well, clearly it's that one. So that is B flat major. Something that had 4 flats, for example, battle, ends and down. Well, down was the last one and was the penultimate one, A flat major. Oh, it's that one again. Okay. Now, just to throw in a little curveball for you, I've done you an alto clef one to challenge some of you. Now, alto clef, usually played by the viola, or C clef sometimes called. This is where middle C is. On the treble clef, the middle C would be on a ledger line here, and on the bass clef, have you got any bass clef ones? I haven't done any, have I? But bass clef, it would be middle C would be a ledge line at the top of here. But this is middle C, that's the one right in the middle of the piano. And this is how you'd write F sharp, C sharp and G sharp in alto clef. So what key is this? It's a major sharp key. So we're going to find the last sharp and go up a semitone. So G sharp, upper semitone, A major. Okay, and this one, this is tenor clef, usually used for cello, perhaps when it goes into its higher range, it's easier to read. And so therefore this line where this indentation goes, this is middle C on the tenor clef. It's exactly the same note as the one ledger line here, the one at the top with the cello, sorry, the bass clef, and here is the indentation is the middle C for alto clef. But this is middle C on tenor clef, and so therefore this is B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat and G flat, always in the same order. If we to find the major key signature of this key, we just literally go to the penultimate flat, which is B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat major. So there you go. Go off and practice a few of those. So just give yourself a key and see if you can find the key signature of that, the major sharp or flat key signature. And do it the other way around. Write yourself a key signature out and try and get what key that is. One thing I failed to mention actually, was to recognise whether something's a major sharp key or whether it's a flat key. Now, remember this, for those people that have done this with me, a major flat key sounds like a flat key. So B flat major, E flat major, A flat major, they've all got it in the title. The only one of those flat keys that doesn't sound like a flat key is F major. It's got nothing in the title that suggests it's a flat key. You just have to remember that one. F major has B flat in the key signature. And then the major sharp keys are all the other ones. So anything else that doesn't sound like a flat key, like G major, A major, D major, E major, B major, F sharp major, they're all sharp keys. So you apply the rules that we've just talked about for the sharp keys. And the only odd one there also is C major, because obviously that's got no sharps and no flats. Okay, now I'm just going to go on and explain how you can find the relative minor to those keys, or the other way around, find the relative major, because a relative major and a minor are the same as twin boys and girls, okay? So they share the same gene pool, perhaps they're very, very similar in every way, so they share the same key signature. However, the boy has a raised seventh, so it has one difference, that boy's got a raised seventh, and I'll explain what that means. I'm just going to put this down for a sec. So, for example, let's take E minor. If somebody asked you to find the key signature of E minor, what you have to do is go up 3 semitones to find the relative major. So go up 3 semitones from E, look at your keyboards, that would be F, F sharp and G. Okay, those semitones are just half steps, so G major. Then you think to yourself, right, okay, G major, is that a sharp or a flat key? Right, that's a sharp key because it doesn't sound like a flat key. So go down a semitone from G, I get F sharp, right, so farther, that's it. It's only got one sharp. So E minor will also have F sharp in the key signature because it's the relative minor. And the only difference between the minor and the major that are related is that the minor has the raised seventh. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D. D sharp should be raised because it's the seventh note. So it should go E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D sharp and E. There you go. So let's do another one. Let's do, for example, F sharp minor. So F sharp minor, you think, right, okay, what is the relative minor so I can work out the key signature? Right, I'm going to go up 3 semitones from F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Right, that's A major. Okay, now I know that A major is the relative major, I can work that one out. Right, I know that's a sharp key, A major, so I'm going to go down a semitone from the tonic, G sharp, and then I'm going to go Father Charles goes. Brilliant. I know A major now has F sharp, C sharp and G sharp in the key signature. So I also know that F sharp minor has those three sharps, F sharp, C sharp and G sharp. But I also know that F sharp minor has a raised seventh. So it goes F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, and then E sharp, F sharp. And remember that E sharp is actually an F natural, but we have to call it E sharp, an enharmonic equivalent, because we have to have every degree of the scale in our scale. Okay, one more example on the sharp ones. Let's do B minor, for example. So B minor, we go up 3 semitones, that's C, C sharp and D. Right, D major, that's a sharp key, so I'm going to go down a semitone from D, that's C sharp, Father Charles. Okay, so B minor also has F sharp and C sharp, but it's also going to have a raised seventh, so it's going to be B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp and B. Okay, so those are sharp keys. Now obviously there are relative keys for our flat keys as well, relative minors. So let's take, for example, off the top of my head, G minor. Let's do G minor. So G minor, if we go up 3 semitones, we go to G sharp, A, B flat, because we don't really know the key signature of A sharp major, it doesn't exist, so we say B flat major is far easier to work out. So B flat major is flat key, so we're going to include all the flats leading up to the tonic flat plus one more. Well, B flat is our tonic flat, so add one more, E flat. So B flat and E flat are the key signatures of B flat major and G minor, but in G minor we're going to add a raised seventh, so we go G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat and F sharp, G. And there's our G minor scale with B flat and E flat in the key signature, but F sharp being our raised seventh. And let's do one more of those. Let's go for F minor. That's a good one. So F minor, we're going to go up 3 semitones, dump, 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 A flat major. Right, A flat major is a flat key, so all of the flats up to the tonic flat plus one more. So B flat, E flat, A flat plus one more, D flat. So battle ends and down. So F minor also has those 4 flats, but it also got a raised seventh. Now, the raised seventh of F, if you think about it, is F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D flat is E flat currently, but if we've got to raise it by a seventh, it becomes E natural F. So we've got F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D flat and E natural and then F, and that gives us that semitone and a half gap that makes that raised seventh sound like really, really minor key. Now I hope that is helpful. Clearly you can stop and start this video as well, which might be quite helpful. Please, if you've got anything that you want to ask or you don't understand anything that I'm saying, just ask. You can email me. Most of you have got my email address, all the students have got it. But please just get in contact or write a little note on the YouTube video and then I will gladly help you. I'm going to put one on chords tomorrow, so inversions of chords, and talk about that, the different chords in a key. So all the best, hope you're all keeping well, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye.